passed one where you don't pay capital gains tax on your crypto. I gotta look it up. It's been a lot lately. It's been a lot of them in the last couple of days, to be honest. It's been a lot. So I just want to make sure that we do this right. So let's take a look at this. Make sure I got my charts right here. All right, beautiful. All right, let me get this done. Before I start, does anybody have any questions? Speak now or forever get muted. All right, let me get on here. Let me share my screen. And we're good to go. All right, beautiful. Here we go. Market watch. Market yesterday just melted, right? We were trading up here. We were able to get in on a good one. And then once we had our stop loss in profit, it came down. Good thing we closed in profit. Can't go broke making profit, right? So that was okay. And then this happened, this catastrophe. Now, here's what I'm seeing. This is pretty simple as, it's plain as day. But again, it's the markets I don't trust, right? Where are my expert traders at? Where are my seasoned traders here? What do you see here? What do you see here? What are we looking at? What would you do here? You got an itchy finger to pull a trade. Where you going? Right? Yeah, that's right. It went to all-time highs. That's crazy. And I was hoping that it would hold up. Hold up. There we go. Can you guys hear me better? Was that too low? Was the volume better? Let me know if it gets too loud. I just realized my gain volume was all the way down. Is that better? There we go. So sometimes my little boy sneaks in here and starts to mess around my desk, starts to push all the buttons, eat my holes. It's crazy, fam. All right, good, good. I guess he messed around my volume. All right, so uh, traders, where you at? Answer. What would you do here? You see this chart right here? You guys can see my screen, right? What are we doing here? What do you see? Talk to me. Let me know you learned something. Let me know I've been doing my job. If not, tell me I haven't. But come on, this is right here. What do you see? What are you doing here? What are we aiming for? Do you think if a daily candle for US 30 closes below the 618, it will retrace to the 50, to the 5? I'm gonna need an illustration for that. Do you think if a daily candle for the US 30 closes below the 618? Okay, below, so I'm assuming you're going up. Assuming you're going up. If it's below the 618, you're still in a hot zone. Wait, how is it closing below? If you're going down, okay, and it closes below the 618, you're still in that zone. You are still in a hot zone. So there's still a possibility for reversal. And it works the same thing vice versa. If you go like this, if it's below the 618, now it's different. You might get a weak pullback. But let me take a look, see what's going on in the market, especially. Okay, so we got these blah 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 blah. Regular companies doing shit. Nike is 1%. Okay, companies they're not really shaking anything. So that doesn't really go on this. Let's take a look at bonds, markets, treasury yields. All right, look at that. Surging treasury yields point to U.S. debt concerns as Trump's tax bill advances. All right, good. Democrats don't like fucking the tax bill. They like their own tax money, and it's fucking ridiculous. It's so annoying to watch this back and forth bullshit between people in power. It's just like you can tell who the brain dead people are, like right off the gate. It's just like, yo, it's a simple fucking common thing, right? No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. The kid's 401k was a genius idea. It's phenomenal, right? And I think you know what thing I think it is that like this country for the longest have been babying people and people got used to that shit being spoon fed. You know what I mean? You know, being what do you call that shit? What's the name of it? Welfare, right? Here's your welfare check, right? Like like I get it. Like you know what's crazy? You should get that. You should get that if you're like fucking drowning. But the problem is that, people got so lazy, bro. Like that's what they used to. They go like, oh fuck it, like they'll just pay my shit. Like whatever. At the end of the day, someone's paying for it, fam. Understand nothing in life is free. If it's free, if it's tell you, yo, this is free, it's free for you, but somebody else is paying for it. Why is Advanced Auto Parts up 41%? Oh, Advanced Auto Parts stock rockets as tariffs didn't change their earning outlook. Yeah, no, I told you, fucking. The other one too that I've been seeing that's really annoying me, fam, don't fall for this bullshit. If you're buying a car, if you're in a car market for a car, I've been hearing car dealerships now making commercials, ads on radio, saying if you want tariff-free cars, come buy from us. We don't charge tariff fees. It's fucking bullshit, fam. Don't fall for it. It's stupid the fact that people are walking into dealerships and saying, I heard you don't charge tariffs on your cars. I'm interested. You might as well hand me a checkbook. That's stupid. No tariffs on cars. We got you. Come on down to Nissan of what the fuck, right? We don't charge tariffs. Shut up. So dumb, man. And the thing is that people actually fall for it. Like they're like, yo, go ask for my boy Johnny. He charged me no tariffs on this car. Oh my God. All right, family. So since nobody knows, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Guys making me feel like I'm doing a shitty job here. This is a simple head and shoulder formation, right? Bam, 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 bam. You see it? You see it? Market structure, right? It's on the 1 hour, it's on the 2 hour, it's probably on the 4 hour. Yep. And this exhaustion right here is confirming it. So here's a position trade that I like. I'm gonna do this. This is according if all the numbers line up and everything looks juicy. We could, oh, not this one. We could be looking at a long. This will be a nice long to take the markets to at least this area, right? Drag this out, move the stop loss to about that right there, right below that wick, covering this zone, right? Looks good, looks nice. I like it. It's a possibility. I want to enter it right there. Okay, this is for, what is this, 5,000 pips? 41, 42, 43. Yeah, it's up there. Now let's see what the markets are doing, right? Let's open this up. Now we're looking at the scalping, smaller time frame. I wanted to buy here. The problem is that the markets right now aren't really giving a lot of indication. Market just opened up. This is all we've seen so far. Okay. And on the 1 minute, we haven't seen much yet. There hasn't been any direction, any crazy movement. Markets are slow. I told you I don't really by the time Thursday comes around, we got a holiday coming in. You kind of like people starting to die down already. By the way, family, there is no class on Monday. Markets are closed on Monday. There is no class on Monday, so we will not be trading on Monday. Do you think we'll be coming back down? Coming back down on what? Where? On 30? There's always a possibility for the market to come down. On Bitcoin? I hope so. I really hope so. I mean, we're seeing Bitcoin. Look at this. We've been seeing Bitcoin just rally. Come on. Slow ass charts. Let me see if I can find it here. BTC. There we go. Look at this. It's just been parabolically exploding. And I told you guys, if you guys remember when I did the analysis on Bitcoin a couple weeks ago, I said, do I wish we want to come down here to like the 90s and below that? Yes. And I told you guys my biggest concern was this pattern being formed right here. And look what happened. It played out perfectly, right? Price went up, consolidated, broke out, retested, and it continued on upwards. It broke the flag in a bullish pattern because it was a bullish flag. It was a bullish pattern being created. So that happened, played out, and now we're all the way back up to all time highs. All right, we're a little bit above 100,000. Now, here is the crazy part. If I want to answer the question, I'm going to answer it again. I can't give you my what I want because that's just, what I want. But looking at this chart, the way that I look at it and analyze the movements of Bitcoin, I'm going to use this one actually. I want to look at the monthly chart real quick. Okay. So we are looking at Bitcoin here on the month. You know what? Is this one working yet? No. What happened here? All right. So this is Bitcoin for the month. All right. So we've had bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish, bullish. So we've had two bullish months so far. We're going to close this month bullish in about 8, 9 days. The month opened at 93,000 and we're closing it somewhere north of 111,000. So almost $20,000 up for the month of May. All right. That's over, do the math. How much is that? Over 20% increase for the month of May. Even crazier, since April started, okay, the April lows were $74,000, 74.5. April, it opened the month at 82. It was continuing off this bullish, bearish momentum right here. If you look at this line I have right here, again, I call this is a key level zone, right? We got a bearish engulfing. Then you have the doji candle right here, the price coming down. And then what happens is that it traps buyers, it traps sellers with a continuation, indicating it's going to come further down to like the 60s or so. And then it caught them all right here. And then it shot price all the way up to about 95. It closed at 93. And then it opened up and then it continued on for this month. So since April, since April to now, the price has climbed up almost $40,000 in 2 months. Okay. Now think about this. Even if you bought $1,000 of Bitcoin back in April, or if you've been buying $10 a day, okay, $10 a day, you would still have some nice juicy come ups on this. It's crazy. It's crazy just the way it's climbing. All right. Um, and this is just this right here, family. And I mean, like think about when I told you guys all to buy Bitcoin when it was like, I mean, even when I started, it was like $700, right? And then when we were in Epic and the fucking thing, Bitcoin wasn't even cracking, right? Epic opened in September of 2020. It was just about to crack the 15, right? And then it topped 60s, which we thought, yo, that was crazy. Psych. Went back down to 18, 17, right? From 66 to 17,000, that's that's a huge drop. About a 60% drop. And then we had an increase of over 100% since then. And this is just 2022, right? So, and then this is the beautiful buy that we took for the entire year of 23. Remember this one? This one went straight up to about the 48s. 24, same thing. Price skyrocketed to 73, wedged this way down, and then it cracked the year open in the hundreds, came back down, retraced. So it's very I don't see, and I want to, but I don't see the momentum until we hit again. Do I think price will come down? Yes, but it might come down from a higher price point. Like we might not see Bitcoin come down until it hits like 120, and that part is crazy. And it's simple pattern movements, right? Right. If you look at, the way Elliott waves move, I mean, the same thing, right? You got to move one, two, three, four, and then this is the final movement right here. The question is, how high is this one gonna go? And it could go up to 130, 120, and then from there we'll start to see the regular reversals that we see either here. But I think what you're truly asking me and what I'm truly hoping for, right, is you're asking me when is this gonna happen again, right? And that's where the problem comes in because this is where people, right? And here's the way it works. There's something in the markets called the market trajectory, right? Or the emotional charts of the markets, right? And it looks like this. It's a simple wave that looks like this, and it goes like that, right? And what happens is that here is where no one believes, and then here is when some people see, and then here is when people say it's too expensive, and then here's when momentum kicks in, and then it goes, and then it goes, and then it goes, and then FOMO kicks in all the way up here. And the ones that said, "Oh, I should have bought it. Let me get it now because it won't stop," right? It won't stop. So what happens is that now those people all buy right here. And when they buy, smart money says pull the plug, pull the plug, pull the plug, pull the plug, right? And then everyone that bought at the top loses their money. And then we go from hope, FOMO, to desperation, despair, fear, and crypto's a scam. Okay, that's where it ends up. So I really want this pattern to happen just because again, I really want to buy in at this area, like right over here. It's not even that much. Like I mean, compared to what the actual movement has done, it's not a lot. Now, I show you the patterns, I show you the possibilities. It all depends on this candle right here. And we still have 8 days. If you look at this candle, this will be the candle that will, even though we hit all-time highs here, 106, and now we have all-time highs of 111. What happens is that when you hit all-time highs like that, 3 months apart, and then you get that candle that breaks the body above the structure, which will be, where was it? Which will be right here. If this body breaks above this, see you later. Bitcoin is going up. It's going to keep going. Momentum has begun, and everything lines up, right? If you look at the fundamentals, right? We have all these states passing laws, right? You could Google it, and it's always because there's so many, right? There's so many news going around about which ones, but you could type in U.S. states approving BTC, right? So let's see what comes up. U.S. states Bitcoin strategic reserve. So you can see which ones are the ones that are doing it, right? So Alabama proposed it, Alaska not proposed, Arizona already approved it, Florida proposed it, Georgia proposed it. Which ones are approved? Arizona, New Hampshire, Montana rejected. Where else? That's it. There's so many that are proposed. Texas passed it already. This is delayed. This is not the actual one. All right, here we go. This one hasn't made it all through. But look at all the states. All of these. All the way through. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I want to see, I think it's Missouri. Um, Several U.S. states are actively exploring and enacting legislation to establish Bitcoin reserves, allowing them to invest public funds in Bitcoin. New Hampshire, Arizona, and Texas are the first three states to have passed it. Okay, so those are the first three. Legislation Texas Senate Bill 21, known as the Texas Strategic Bitcoin Reserve and Investment Act, will allow the state to invest in Bitcoin following New Hampshire and Arizona. Um, no, let me see, no crypto capital gains state. Wait, for gains tax state. Let's see which one. First state to potentially remove capital gains tax on Bitcoin. No U.S. state. Missouri. I was right. It's Missouri. See? Not done yet, but it's proposed. So, okay, so they didn't pass it yet. Missouri is poised to become the first state to eliminate capital gains tax on individual income, including profits from sales of cryptocurrency, stocks, and other assets. If that shit passes, guess where I'm opening an LLC? Missouri. Easy. Missouri. If signed, the legislation will provide 100% income tax deduction on all capital gains. This is huge. And states without state income tax effective to reduce tax burden on crypto profit. I know, yeah, Florida's in there. And so is Nevada. So, bam, that's massive. That's huge to see that. All right, I may have to restart this. All right, so you guys see that, right? Let me take a look at the hour time frame. All right, see, look, that buy on 30 is playing out well. So maybe we'll take it. We'll write it up a little bit on US 30. Remember, I want to run this one for a while. Maybe run until tomorrow. We have to break that level right there. Where is it? 15? This one. Yeah, see that candle right there? This key level here is crazy. So we need to break this key level right here. Right there. That's what I want. Okay. So I want to continue it on and take it to, that's a good area right there. Before 2347. Let me adjust that. Four, 2, 3, 4, 7. All right. And we're looking at 41,563 for a stop loss. 41,563. Wait, hold up. I did that wrong. 41,563. There we go. There we go. All right. That'll do. Nicola, can you please explain the difference GBP USD Pro and GBP USD? That depends on your broker. That depends on your broker, and I believe the only difference is the leverage. Some are more volatile than others. But not all brokers carry Pro. but I believe it has to do with the leverage, like the leverage, the payouts. That'll be the only difference, to be honest, because the charts will be the same. It's like those that have US 30 and US 30 mini, same exact thing, same exact chart. It's just less volatility, so they pay out less. Let's see what the Dow is doing today. Just indecisive mother right here. This was yesterday. Oh, why am I seeing all yesterday's news? This is crazy. Wall Street opens mixed after Trump tax bill narrowly clears House test. Yeah. Dow slide was 800 points yesterday. And it was towards the end too, which is crazy. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna take any more trades on this one. This is I expect markets to climb up today. Yeah, I expect them to climb up a little bit. Do some good in there. Does anybody have any other questions? GPUSD. Let me take a look at GU. Just because you said it. Just because you said it. Oh, look at that. What's the dollar doing? Let me see DXY first. Okay, DXY is bearish. Um, Currency strength meter. What's it saying? Yep, weak dollar coming down. The dollar coming down. GBP is super power. Yeah, okay, so I can see the momentum there. GBP is up. USD is down. Now, why is GDP up? If it's got to be from today because you guys reported high inflation yesterday. This is your flash, probably. Unemployment claims coming down. Flash manufacturing was up. That explains existing home sales low. Fam, you know what's crazy? I had to screenshot this because people call me crazy for this, especially the realtors. The real estate investors were calling me crazy for this one. Oh shit, did I take two trades? I'm in the wrong. What the hell am I doing here? I did that wrong. I got it. Um, I told you guys. So remember, some of you guys were asking me like last year or the year before, "Hey, should I buy a house now?" Like those people looking to buy houses in Florida. And I said, to be honest, like you should wait. The market is too high. It's too crazy. It's too irregular. It's not stable. It's not consistent. And all the realtors I was talking to, because I was looking at properties too for like wholesaling and stuff. They were like, "Oh, they'll always tell you there's no better time to buy than right now." Bullshit. Did I take that screenshot or did I save it? Oh, here it is. All right. So they call it the Florida's COVID era, right? Where the houses were just like prices were through the roof. They were going crazy, right? And on top of that, you're buying a super expensive house with a super stupid high interest rate. Everybody was like, just buy the house, just do it. You know, a better time to buy now. You can just refinance in 6 months. I'm like, yeah, that's only if interest rates come down. One. And two, if I keep appreciating. All right. So Florida's COVID era housing boom is over. The biggest decline in prices is in more than a decade. See, look, I took a screenshot of it because I need the motherfuckers to see. Can you read that right there? There is no more housing boom. It is retracement time. So now what do? We wait. We wait. We wait like a fucking apex predator and then we pounce when it's time to go for that jugular because fam, If you remember, or if you were at least old enough to remember how crazy it was in 2009 when the houses, 2008 when the market collapsed, and the way these homes are going for in 09, 10, that's when you need to buy. All right. So GU, say GU. Yeah, USD is coming down. So yeah, good bullish momentum on GBP USD. And it lines up. I mean, everything lines up. Okay. Everything lines up. You got a nice downtrend being created. What you want to see is price break above this down with this trend. It'll be a trend reversal. Trend reversal. So when you get that, you're good in for some nice momentum on that one to the upside. All right, people. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Have a great rest of your week. Tomorrow is Friday. We should be good tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do a quick trade tomorrow. And then we'll Monday. There's no class on Monday. No class on Monday. All right. And then we finish our trading. When is the last day? The 28th, I want to say. Yeah, I believe it's the 28th. Last day. All right, beautiful people. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you.